Welcome to Our Own Voice, a partnership in mental health awareness in cooperation with NAMI Wichita and KSUN Community Radio. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We are the largest grassroots advocacy network for people with mental illness and their family members, with over 800 national affiliates and 15 Kansas affiliates, with NAMI Wichita being one of those 15. We provide awareness, support, education, and advocacy for people affected by mental illness. Our purpose here is to provide a community conversation on KSUN Community Radio that provides insight into what it's like to live with mental illness. Our intention and hope is that our program will change attitudes, assumptions, and stereotypes about people with mental health conditions. My name is David Larson. I am very pleased and proud to be your host today, and I am a person living with mental illness. I am in recovery from major depressive disorder. Like everyone, I struggle with the ups and downs of emotions and the challenges of being fully human, but I am doing okay. And I know I have many gifts to offer my family and my friends and my community. And it is my pleasure to introduce our guest for today, Deanna.
Hi, Deanna.
Hello, Deanna.
Hi. How are you?
Doing good. Deanna, where did you grow up, Deanna?
I grew up here in Wichita,
Okay.
Kansas.
Whereabouts in Wichita?
Over on Carlos,
Okay. And what high school did you go to?
North High.
North
You're
High.
a North High Redskin? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's
Red-
exactly what she is.
Redskins.
That's right. Yeah, I know that neighborhood.
Okay. Well, so what is your diagnosis, Deanna?
You don't really have to share that with us unless you want to.
I will.
Okay.
Okay. While she's getting ready.
I understood that she was diagnosed in 1976. That's what I've heard.
That's right. She was. I think we were talking on the road over here that you were 29 years old
Yes.
when you were diagnosed. And
Yes.
Can I share with our audience how old you are this year? Is that
Yes.
okay? You are 71.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
I am.
So now you are going to have to pay him that $5.
Now I'm gonna get older.
That's right, older.
And there's nothing wrong with that, Deanna.
Not at all.
She has tried to say to me several times that she's old, and I say, no, you're not old till you hit 100. She hasn't hit 100 yet, so therefore she is just simply older.
Right.
So what is your diagnosis?
Persistent depressive disorder,
Okay.
generalized anxiety
Uh-huh.
disorder, schizophrenia,
Uh-huh.
and borderline
Intellectual functioning is what it says.
intellectual functioning.
Okay. And that means a lot of things there, doesn't it? Let me see that. Uh-huh. So you are depressive like I am. All right? We both deal with depressions
Yes.
in our lives. And you also happen to deal with anxiety and getting stressed out, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the ways that you keep from getting stressed out? How do you cope with that?
Well, I tease people.
Yes,
Yes, she's a good teaser.
And
These people.
and it helps me when I'm depressed.
Yes, it does.
And you know, she's got a really big smile on her face right now.
She does. She is a big tease, and she loves to joke with people. She is quite ornery.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I wondered if you were going to agree with that.
I know she's also involved with NAMI quite a bit and Breakthrough Club.
Yes, she is. Yes, and you first encountered NAMI when? Was it 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
3 or 4, I think.
Okay. Well, so what other things can we talk about here?
So back in the 70s, you were diagnosed with these conditions?
Yes.
And so prior to being diagnosed, in other words, did people question you or did they not understand what you were going through?
They didn't understand
at all, did they?
what I was going through,
Yeah.
especially in high school.
Well, I want to take a moment to offer a thank you to our production team, David Peterson, executive producer, and Mike Padilla, our technical producer. And this is Our Own Voice on KSUN Community Radio, and we are going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Our Own Voice, a partnership in mental health awareness in cooperation with NAMI Wichita and KSUN Community Radio. NAMI is a national alliance on mental illness. Our Own Voice is intended to humanize the misunderstood, highly stigmatized topic of mental illness by showing that it's possible and common to live well with a mental health condition. And so in sharing that idea about something that's stigmatized, we're going to talk about stigma now. So, do you know what stigma is, Deanna?
For people with mental illness, and I think it means they're trying to get rid of the stigma of having mental illness.
That's what we're trying to do, yes. So, and you have had to deal with a lot of stigma in your life, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, with people looking down on you and people treating you badly. Yeah.
Yes.
Because
in high school, I was called names because I didn't understand the work.
Yeah.
And they called me names.
Yeah, and that's pretty mean of them, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what stigma does.
Because I got called dumb and stupid.
Yeah.
But do you think the reason is because they just didn't understand what you were going through?
Yes.
Do you think that today people understand a little better?
I think.
I
think they
right?
do.
You think and shows like this are trying to help with that, and that's basically what we're talking about, the stigma. I mean, if you went into a situation and had an obvious a mental situation, then people treat you differently, right?
Yes.
And so, but now it's getting a little bit better, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Especially in NAMI.
In NAMI, because in NAMI, we're trying to get rid of stigma. We're trying to bust stigma, in fact.
And I think the Breakthrough Club is stigma-free,
yes,
too.
Breakthrough Club. Let's talk about Breakthrough Club. What do you do when you go to Breakthrough Club?
Well, I used to take computer with David Peterson.
That's right.
After 3 or 4 years, I finally learned how to add up my budget.
It wasn't 3 or 4 years, but you can do it. And you didn't think you could do it, but you can do it.
Yes.
Yeah. You do an awesome job. I know there are people who don't do their budgets and oh man, they're They're younger than you.
And I've lost quite a bit of weight.
Yes, you have. What are you down to? Can I ask?
You never.
150.
No, we don't give weight out over the phone.
Well, you have lost a lot of weight, and you are
Yes.
looking really good for
We
yourself.
congratulate you
Yes,
for
we
that.
do. Yes.
Because we know that's not easy.
Yeah.
No.
It's not easy to lose weight and be on a diet and have a mental condition.
But she has a very special drink that she partakes in
Really?
as on her diet, and
What-
that
and
and
what-
that drink is chocolate milk.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, is
She-
that
But
Highland
it-
chocolate?
Now it isn't agreeing with me.
Oh, it's not. I'm sorry to hear that.
I get acid reflux every time I eat,
Wow.
and it makes me not want to eat.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think you need to drink more water.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my cure-all for everything is drink more
Just
water.
drink more water. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if it was a sore throat, would you gargle more?
If it was a sore throat, I would say drink more water. I really would.
So you would tell me to drink more salt water?
No, just straight water.
Okay.
Drink more water. Gargle salt water, but drink
Okay,
water.
yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. So
David, I'd like to, when we come back, I know we're going to have to go here pretty soon, but Deanna's had a successful career working for banks, if I'm correct.
that's right. In fact, we'll talk more about that when we come back. But first, I want to talk about some of your hobbies. You were telling me that you color on wooden plaques now, don't you?
Yes.
And you color with colored pencils on those.
Yes. I do.
Uh-huh.
And I enjoy it.
Are you going to give those plaques away to friends and family?
Yes.
Oh, good. I hope I get one.
I do too.
They will
And-
be available via mail order through
Yeah.
KSUN Radio, and we're going to give the donations to herself. So.
Well, this is Our Own Voice on KSUN Community Radio, and we're talking with Deanna, and we are going to take a quick break and be right back. Welcome back to Our Own Voice, a partnership in mental health awareness in cooperation with NAMI Wichita, KSUN Community Radio, and NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And Deanna, before we took our break, we were going to talk about your what you've been doing in your spare time. You've been doing in work for a bank, haven't you?
Yes.
And what bank is that?
Commerce Bank.
Commerce Bank, and there's some people that we're not going to name names, but go ahead and say hello to all the people that work with you.
Hello, everybody at Commerce
Actually, she
Bank.
can say a name.
She can?
It's
Okay.
not- yeah. Who are you talking about?
What
Who is that?
Who
Who
do you
is-
want to
Who's
name?
that special person at Commerce?
I think Levita is one of them, isn't it?
Levita Finley and Nathan Barker.
Yeah, you're not sure how to pronounce his last name. are you?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's Nathan.
It's Nathan.
It's Nathan and Levita.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And
Levita is the head one. Nathan is a supervisor.
okay. And they help guide you and direct you into what you do. And you do all
Yes.
sorts of things, don't you? You do shredding. You
I do shredding.
just all sorts of
Wow,
various business things.
I fill folders.
Mm-hmm.
And I do the branches that have safe deposit boxes, and I have to check each branch. Each branch has certain things, and if it's different, I give it to a coworker. Her name is Randy
Okay.
Wallace.
Okay.
Sounds pretty.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah. What were you going to say, David?
I just think that sounds wonderful that she takes on that responsibility and that the bank gives her that responsibility.
Yes, exactly. Now, there's some other activities that you do besides working at the bank. You also are in several different groups with NAMI, aren't you?
Yes.
You come to our support group, and you also, which is on the third Tuesday of the month, which is coming up, and you also participate in our newly formed craft group.
Yes.
Yeah, how do you like the craft group?
I like it,
Good.
but I do have a little trouble learning it.
But you do a good job.
Yes.
You do an excellent job.
And I don't give up.
That's
there
right.
you go.
But you know, when she walked in, I could tell she was kind of crafty.
Oh, Mike, you're so ornery.
We'll have to get him back, huh?
Yeah. You're as ornery as Deanna is.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
I don't have her reputation.
That's true, you don't. So, what other activities do? You do crafts and you do things at home
And I'm trying to straighten up my place, but I'm very slow at it.
Well, so am I.
and so am I.
Right.
Yeah, in fact, you also in the past have made cards on your
Yes.
computer, haven't you, for other people?
Huh?
For other people?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we need to get you back into doing that, but I need to get over there and walk you through the card program, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're not afraid of a computer anymore, are you?
I'm not afraid. I've forgotten how to email,
Oh.
and
Well,
I'm going to work on that.
Yes, exactly. But so there's no challenge that's too big for you, is there?
No, because for some reason I keep wanting to do new things,
Isn't that fantastic?
That is just
and I
wonderful.
haven't
That's-
figured out why.
Because it keeps you active,
Yes,
Yes.
and that's a good thing.
it's a very good thing.
And I want to keep my brain active.
Yes,
Definitely,
very
definitely.
important.
Because
So-
that is one of the things about the depressive state is that you have a tendency to want to curl up in a ball and maybe go to the bedroom and just lay down or whatever.
That's right.
And so
Yes.
one of the keys to not having that happen or occur is to do the kind of things she does, right?
That's exactly it. Very important. You staying active, being around people, helping people with whatever task or chores they have. Just even talking with people. There's times that you call me up, isn't there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we talk on the phone,
Yes.
and that
so
helps
he
as
actually
well.
gave you his phone number?
I ask questions.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of phone numbers, we're going to be coming up to a break here. And after the break, David will be giving us another phone number that's really important. But right now, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Our Own Voice, a partnership in mental health awareness in cooperation with NAMI Wichita and KSUN Community Radio. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Now, David, before the break, I mentioned to our audience that you would be giving us a special number. So what is that number, and do you have an email address that you want to share as well?
How about I give the number out and then our website address? But
That will be good.
Email or our phone number is 316-686-1373. Again, that is 316-686-1373. And our website is www.namiwichita, all one word, .org. And please give us a call or go to the website. We have a lot of programs to offer, classes to offer, and it is for families too. I want to make that special point that we get a lot of calls from family members that are going through an episode with their loved one, and we don't have all the answers, but we can help give support. And we have monthly support meetings, Connections, which is for those with a mental illness. It's called Connections. It's for peers. And then we have family-to-family support. And again, that's just for the families of those that have someone that has a mental illness. And it's very supportive. We get a good attendance, and I think anybody that's experiencing this out there, whether it's the family or the person, please give us a call, and we'll see if we can get you set up with some support.
And that number again is 316-686-1373 or 316-686-1373.
Thank you, David.
You betcha. So, Deanna, what else can you tell our audience? What else do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to do something else in NAMI, and I don't know how I'll do, but it's something new to talk about mental illness at churches.
That sounds great.
And I want to try it. It's something else new.
Mm-hmm. And you're a brave woman for doing things that are new, aren't you?
Yes,
Mhm.
because for some reason on everything, it helps by me asking questions on things because it teaches me to learn.
That's right. You do excellent job working and learning and strengthening your brain.
And I'm gonna have breakthrough or another friend of mine work with me on math, because I'm very low in math, and then reading.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about on, I think, 4th or 5th grade
That's
in
pretty good.
reading. But I would like to get higher if I can. I'd like to get higher. And I hope I can learn subtraction, multiplication, and I can do a little division, and I keep wanting to keep my brain going because I think it helps you
It does.
live longer.
It sounds like to me you can do just about anything you put your mind to.
That's what I'm thinking, Mike.
That's very
Here's
true.
a lady that's got a job. She's
Yeah.
involved in different organizations, and she's still wanting more.
And she's looking out after those hot firemen we talked about earlier.
Yes.
I don't think we'd talked about that on air
Oh,
before.
yeah. They missed out on that part, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
Now they wonder.
Well, they're just going to have to come to a NAMI meeting and talk to Deanna about
That's
it.
right. So
Yeah.
tell me more about these hot firemen.
Yeah.
And I like the part in NAMI where we do a walk. We go to Topeka and we talk to the legislatures
Advocacy Day.
Yes.
on Advocacy Day, and I write them
Yes, you do.
because I like to do advocacy, and none of the legislatures seem to put me down because of the way I am. And then I like to
Well, I'm going to have to cut you off here, okay? But I want to thank you for joining us for Our Own Voice, and thank you to Deanna for talking with us about mental illness. Join us for our next program of Our Own Voice.